Welcome back to Isekai Cheat Magician, Anime Review, Episode number 2. Review episodes 3 and 4 of the series. Well, after defeating the horse, they basically, where our lead characters, Ren and Tachi, they registered adventurers. They completely cut out the scene, basically, where they actually explain the whole ranking system related to adventurers, like the whole thing about renewing a license for some period of time. So they start as E rank adventurers. Yes, E. Not F, E. And basically they go on like herb related assignments, basically like stuff in the city. And then they get an assignment to investigate, well, basically investigate of what is going on. There's some weird stuff with there's also a food shortage going on. They do explain a little about the capital. They mention that here. First time that's been brought up since the first episode. So they pretty much basically they're tasked to stake out this bar. Before this, they go to the market and they went to go buy 3 fruit for 1 silver. 3 days later, 1 silver for 1 fruit. Yeah, they had to do that because of the food shortage. And basically, that's one of the things they have to deal with the food shortage. Like, apparently also monsters are attacking, like, the wagons for some reason. So, then they go to a farm field where they run into one of their masters. Basically, Mirhod. Yep, she's back here. She's back here, and they basically are Mirala, where pretty much basically they form a partnership to find out what's going on with the food shortage. So they go to a farm where they think that so what they're told is that something's been stealing the fruit from this field. This is of course a fruit that Ren likes, and they easily figure out what the heck is going on. So Org and some ogres are basically involved. After the 3 eliminate them, it turns out the person responsible for this is one of the farmers, Callan, who also has before they went there was these 3 female assassins. One of whom was captured by, of course, the 2 after basically knocking her out by punching her in the face. Yep, so she was hanging out with the guildmaster, and he's taking care of her. Yep, so and then they have a really interesting fight. Well, later on with Callan, of course, where granted they kind of in a way beat her, and of course they beat the beast, but they proceed to get away. But of course, Tachi doesn't want to let it go, so he proceeds to blow off Callan's arm. He's like, "This is nothing." And it's like, we'll probably see him again soon. The episode ends with a beautiful woman stabbing a guy. Who is this, you might ask? Well, I should point out, though, basically, that she is voiced by Cassandra Lee Morris. Yep, that's who voices her. Who does an excellent job, by the way. She's one basically I do kind of enjoy. Well, by the way, did you know she was actually in the series Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Yeah. She's the voice of Belle. If I remember correctly about the character, she was a monster in love with the main character. Where somehow he promised her something years prior to the series, and then he kind of merged with her via using, in this other world where the monsters are real, and using polymerization to fuse her with this, of course, with the Krivio spirit. Yeah, I found that to be interesting. And, like, the weird thing coming to GX, like, not like, after happened, the dub ceased. Yeah. She apparently was also in 5Ds. Yep. As Leo and Luna, the twins. She's also in Blue Exorcist as Narakapuko. Yep. Let's see. She was in Crystal as Calvarus. The Aztec War as Erstein Kuhn. She is Anastasia Anastasia is one of the candidates for royalty. She actually did appear in season 1. She was absent for season 2, but she does come back for season 3 as a primary character. I do like her character. I haven't listened to season 3 dub yet, but I need to. So, basically, that's how we end basically the first two, the episodes 3 and 4. Really good here. We're advancing the story, and there is, well, here's kind of the weird thing related to this. So, Isekai Cheat Magician has, it has 13 episodes. Well, technically 12, plus a special. Weird thing about the special, which is also the OVA of the series, no dub for it. Not sure why. It's a weird thing. I will be getting to that when I get to that particular point. Yeah, by the way, the name of the episodes are Brigade Avengers and Crimson Pact. That's where the Red Wolf comes in. Yeah. But otherwise, though, good episodes. Now, of the main series, I have basically, I have exactly 8 more to go. Now, unlike the other ones where there's a still strong possibility, because it's not been very long, like Black Summoner, or some of the animes I've watched in the last couple weeks, this one, there is kind of a possibility, even though it's been 6 years. There's nothing to say you can't do another season of the show, but the thing is, it depends upon the studio. That's the weird thing related to this one, is like, it depends upon the studio who makes it. Yes, which is Encourage Films. It only formed back in 2008, and the first anime they worked on came out in 2012. Which, kind of weird though, they form a studio, and then the first anime has come out for another 4 years. Yeah. They do have an anime right now, which is called The Gorilla God's Go-To Girl, which, given the fact, a voice actor I'm going to see, actually, no, a friend of mine's going to see her. This might be interesting. Yes. But that's the most recent one they're airing right now. But, it seems like after this anime concluded, they only released 4 anime in 6 years. I mean, before this one that came out this year, last one that came out was roughly 2 years ago. And that's chilling my 30s after getting fired from Demon King Army, which has no dub. Well, I think basically that's something I might be getting to. Yeah. But that's pretty much it for a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Well, next time a Comic Corner, and then it's right back to the series. Okay, thanks, Phil. Bye.